I will miss my friend forever. I will miss singing with him, recording with him, talking with him, being on stage together. That's how Lady Gaga started off her lengthy Instagram post today in honoring Tony Bennett, her frequent collaborator who passed away at the age of 96 on July 21st. Ever since we heard of Tony's passing, people have been checking for Gaga's reaction, like her name was trending on the day that he passed away. But Gaga took her time with this. And that's one of the things with being a celebrity is that you have to grieve publicly at a certain point. It's expected of you. So 10 days after Tony's last breath, Gaga posted a photo of them embracing and wrote, "With Tony, I got to live my life in a time warp. Tony and I had this magical power. We transported ourselves to another era, modernized the music together, and gave it all new life as a singing duo."
I said to her, "I'd love to make a record with you." And she said something so wonderful. She looked at me right smack in the center of my eyes, and she said, "Whatever you want to do, I'm going to do it with you."
The duo came together for the first time in 2011 for
That's Why the Lady is a Tramp
on Tony's Duets 2 album. 3 years later, they recorded a full album together, and that album, Cheek to Cheek, went on to win the Grammy for Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album in 2015. Today, Gaga writes, "It wasn't an act. Our relationship was very real. Sure, he taught me about music, about showbiz life, but he also showed me how to keep my spirits high and my head screwed on straight. Straight ahead," he'd say. He was an optimist. He believed in quality work and quality life. Plus, there was the gratitude. Tony was always grateful. And Tony was grateful to win another Grammy with Gaga in 2022 for their second album team-up, Love for Sale.
What's up, Las Vegas? Come on, let's swing!
Gaga performed 2 of the album tracks solo on the 2022 Grammy Awards.
Do I love you?
The previous year, Tony's family had revealed his Alzheimer's diagnosis that he received in 2016.
Do I love you?
Gaga writes today, "I've been grieving the loss of Tony for a long time. We had a very long and powerful goodbye. And actually in 2021, it was a very powerful hello."
Hey, Tony.
Lady Gaga!
That's the first time that Tony said my name in a long time. When I walked out on that stage and he said, "It's Lady Gaga," my friend saw me.
Though there were 5 decades between us, he was my friend, my real true friend. Our age difference didn't matter. In fact, it gave us each something neither of us had with most people. We're from 2 different stages in life entirely, inspired.
You know what I was thinking of doing? A sketch of you. Possibly for the cover, maybe.
Really? I would love that.
Losing Tony to Alzheimer's has been painful, but it was also really beautiful. An era of memory loss is a sacred time in a person's life. There's such a feeling of vulnerability and a desire to preserve dignity. All I wanted was for Tony to remember how much I loved him and how grateful I was to have him in my life. But as that faded slowly, I knew deep down he was sharing with me the most vulnerable moment in his life that he could. Being willing to sing with me when his nature was changing so deeply.
Makes me cry.
We know that you're bound to answer when I propose. Anything goes.
Yeah, Gaga was part of Tony's final performances, 2 shows at Radio City Music Hall in August 2021, which were then broadcast on CBS 2 months later under the title, One Last Time.
It's the last thing that I said to Tony on stage was, "Mr. Bennett, it would be my honor if I could escort you off the stage." And he said, "Okay." And I did.
I'll never forget this experience. I'll never forget Tony Bennett.
You were so amazing.
The public loved it.
They did. You were spectacular.
Gaga finished her post by turning the lens onto all of us, writing, "If I could say anything to the world about this, I would say, don't discount your elders. Don't leave them behind when things change. Don't flinch when you feel sad. Just keep going straight ahead. Sadness is part of it. Take care of your elders, and I promise you will learn something special, maybe even magical. And pay attention to silence. Some of my musical partner and I's most meaningful exchanges were with no melody at all."
Just simply being the woman that got to walk him off stage. That's enough for me.
And that was a fitting tribute to Tony Bennett. Well done, Lady Gaga. Yeah, I'm glad she took the time, 10 days, to, say what she really wanted to say. But yeah, what do you think of Gaga's tribute to Tony Bennett?